Hi everyone, I'm Demetria. I am excited to start bringing you content that's going to help you with your business goals. So I am here to help you create your profitable content. That's what I do. I help entrepreneurs create profitable content because you don't want to just be out there writing a bunch of stuff and podcasting and having videos and having all this content and it doesn't help you in your business. So you want it to be profitable and strategic. So that's what I'm here to help you do. But I'm also here to help you with your mindset shift. If you're interested in finding out more about how to recreate, relaunch, re-strategize your business for success after you've maybe taken a break from business, or maybe you gave up, or maybe it just didn't work out, wasn't the right season in your life, and now you want to start again. So that's what this video is about, and I want you to stay tuned if that's what you are interested in. And don't forget to hit the bell and leave a message for me. Leave a comment below. I love reading all the comments, and I do try to reply to them. So let me know what you think, and I'll be back with some good information to help you with your business.
It's our set.
All right, my friends, I'm so excited to be back. I have been designing websites for my clients and creating marketing strategies for my clients and helping them to figure out how to get their sites ranked in Google, or how to use keyword strategy to bring their ranking up in Google, how to blog, how to podcast, how to create purposeful, meaningful content. I wrote a book. It's called Mompreneurs in Heels, A Guide to Passionate, Purposeful Blogging. And I wrote that in 2016. So it's been a little while, and I would definitely need to update some things in the book. But that book, just the core of what's in it, like how to build an online business, is very relevant. So that's available in Amazon if you're interested in that book. And so I'm going to talk about how to restart, because I've been sharing what's going on in my journey in terms of, like, now I am serving other people than I did originally when I was focusing on moms. And how did I get to this point now where I'm ready to restart and recharge, and what are some of the steps you can use? For those of you who don't know me, I homeschooled my kids from kindergarten through, or my eldest from kindergarten through 12th grade. So that was like a major life change when she went away to college. And now my youngest is still with us, but we are not educating in that same way anymore. So a lot of things have changed in my home life. We've also moved a couple of times. So that kind of changes things when you move to a different location. I've had to just transition, meet new people, get acclimated to environments, to new circumstances, new social environments. So all of that has played a part in how I've approached business. And so now that I'm revamping things, and I've just thought about my mission and my purpose, and I've created a brand new business plan for myself, these are the things that have helped me a lot. So restarting and recharging in your business. What are some things you can do? Number one, figure out what things, if any, went wrong the first time around. So life is not always going to, business isn't always going to work out the way maybe you expected it to. If you're trying to do this for the first time, there's going to be a couple of failures along the way. It's just the way it is, and it's okay. So figure out what went wrong, and figure out, what things that you feel like maybe it didn't completely go wrong, but it didn't go as expected. And then figure out why it didn't go the way that you thought it would. So maybe your expectations were too high. Maybe you were trying to do too much too soon, or maybe you were trying to emulate someone else that you thought, if you followed their pattern and how they were able to accomplish their 6-figure overnight success on Instagram, maybe you're trying to follow that pattern and it didn't work for you. because it's not for you. You have a different business journey, a different online business journey. So identify the areas where you feel like you'll need to change. And those areas could be in branding. That's usually a big part of it, is rebranding, because once you figure out what your mission is, it could be that you're not serving the same people you initially thought you were serving. So figure that out. Who are you serving so that you can rebrand for the people that you're actually serving? Figure out what you're actually bringing to the table and what's going to light your fire and make you happy. So I had to figure out for myself, like, is this something I want to keep doing 10 years from now? Do I want to keep designing websites in 10 years? I'm at a place now where I need to know, is this something I can grow with, that I will enjoy doing in the next decade or two? Okay, and that I can grow this and I can grow with it, that I'm not going to feel like I've outgrown it in 10 years, right? So I do understand, how with time you will transition and things will fluctuate, and your business will change with you. If you're a solopreneur and your business is basically you're marketing yourself, that is going to change with you because you are your business. So, but I wanted to also make sure that whatever I'm teaching and coaching, whatever I'm putting out there on a regular basis, that not only do I believe in it for 5 years ago, but I believe in it for 5 years from now into the future, and that I can always feel really comfortable helping my niche market, my audience, my ideal customer with that specific topic or that specific thing that they need help with, that I can help them with. So I don't want it to be something that I kind of feel like, I'm not there in my life anymore, and I'm not passionate about that anymore, which is why I have had to rebrand and revamp my business. So think about that. If you're in a place now where you're just not sure you want to talk about this topic anymore, you're running out of ideas on your YouTube channel, you went full steam for several years and then you came to a screeching halt, it could be very well because it's not something that you can grow with. So consider that, and then think about rebranding in terms of not just your logo, your aesthetics, okay? But it goes so much deeper. Think about your purpose, your mission. What are you trying to actually accomplish? And what is it that you think is deep down in here that you want to share, that you want to help people with? And don't overthink it. It's not that deep, but it's to the point where you do have to do a little bit of soul searching so that you are comfortable with growing with this business as it grows with you. But you don't want to overthink it to the point where you get stuck and you can't move forward. So remember, all things are evolvable. All things are evolving. So even if you start out with something that you're like, I'm not sure I like this after 5 years, I'm not sure it's my thing, my cup of tea, it's okay, because that's what people do all the time. We rebrand, and you might still basically have the same idea or the premise of what you're putting out to the world, but you might want to go about it a little bit differently. Maybe it's not the same type of content. Maybe it's not the same format. Maybe you just tweak things just a little bit. So I don't know what your particular situation is and what you bring to the world that you might be feeling like it's not quite what I want anymore, but you know what that thing is, and what you'll need to do is think about your purpose and your mission and how you can grow with that in the future. So identify those areas. Also identify your ideal customer. Is it the same person that maybe you were serving last year? Is this person that's your ICA, your ideal customer avatar, is this a different person today? Has this evolved or changed at all over the last 2, 3, 4 years? If so, then your business is different. And you'll need to rebrand, because that's not the same thing. I know for me, my IACA has changed tremendously over the past 2 years. So I started a couple of different things. I had two brands happening. So I had Mompreneurs and Heels, and then I had a faith-based homeschool blog. And that was very different because my brand was targeted to the homeschool parents, specifically to women, so homeschool moms. And so that's very different than my brand that was focusing on moms, but who were interested in entrepreneurial things. So two different topics. And it was a lot to keep up with, I'll be honest, because I had two things going on. I had content for blog A and content for blog B. I had a podcast for business A and a podcast for business B. So it was just a lot to keep up with. And now during the pandemic, I took a break. And I'll share more about that later, maybe in another video. But I took a break and I decided to become a classroom teacher during that time, and use, I want to say use my gifts, but I more or less just was able to connect with a part of myself that I hadn't been able to and always really wanted to. And it was so fulfilling. But that part, I think, is come to a close. And so I am back. I'm on the other side of things now, and I'm actually reevaluating what have I been doing with my two different brands and who do I really want to focus on at this new season of my life. So both of those brands are kind of on the back burner now as I rebrand, as I've been rebranding over this past 6 months. So this is my just helping you with figuring it out. Number 2, develop a plan to make the necessary changes. So you've already figured out what those areas are that you want to change: your branding, your mission, your ideal customer, your purpose, all of that. Okay, so your messaging is going to change. Everything's going to change. And so you need to develop that plan. So what does that mean? That means you're going to need a new website, most likely, maybe a new logo. That can change your aesthetics as well. Maybe your color palette's a little different because you're reaching a different audience. You'll need to figure out how to revitalize the content you've already got or create new content. So you might need a new content creation strategy. And it's possible that it's almost like just starting completely over. And that's not bad news. It's not, maybe it's not something you feel like, I don't want to do this because I've spent so many years working on this over here. And now to rebrand almost means that I'm forsaking all of that. But don't fear, there are ways to revitalize that content that you've already used and pull it into your new brand. So it can use it as an ideation or an idea station for yourself, for new content. Or you can just take some of the older content. It could possibly still be very relevant and evergreen. So think about how you need to revitalize that content. Think about how maybe you need to get a new website redesigned. Maybe you need to get new branding done. So the third step is to put all of that into action. You've got to have some concrete deadlines and dates and put it on your calendar. Figure out who's on your team, who's on your side. Get these people into your space, into your life. Get rid of all the things that are distracting you so you can focus. Easier said than done. I know we're all busy. It's hard to get rid of all of the distractions, but at the very least, set aside time where you can focus on what you need to be doing so you can make progress every single day. You want to always be taking those baby steps forward, or even those gigantic leaps. That's even better. But shoot for the baby steps and put all of this into action by getting yourself an accountability partner or a business coach, which I do have a business coach, and it is life-changing. It will push you forward. It will launch you into the next space of your business so that you are moving and you're not stuck and you're not, in a place of what's the word I'm looking for? I'm thinking of a river that runs and flows. You want to be flowing like a river, but you don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be this stagnant pool of water just sitting there and nothing flowing in and nothing flowing out, just stuck. that's not a good place in your life to be. So get moving. If you're trying to rebrand, get it done. Get it done, move forward. There's a lot of things with procrastination, and one of those things is imposter syndrome and going around in circles in your head. That'll be another video for another time. So I hope to help you with these things, and I'm glad that you're here, that you're watching, and I hope that this has been very helpful to you. If you need any support whatsoever, as far as your content strategy, how to get content out there for your business, how to find your purpose, your mission in business, how to rebrand your business, you can reach me. And my website is my name, demetriazinga.com. All right, I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.